Memorial Day. Going for a walk. It's a beautiful day outside. It's supposed to rain, but it is not raining. So I'm gonna go for a nice little walk. This is my walk face because I spend all my time at the gym. I only have a gym face, but I think I like my little walk face. Do a little some. Should be fun. Since we're going to be going out, we'll be out for a while. We're going to eat before we leave. Half of an avocado and some cod. Still staying on track for the most part, just without the pressure. So we just came back from our walk. We walked about like 2 hours, so it was a pretty good walk. And I'm tired, like my legs are tired. But I wanted to share a moment with you. I had a pivotal moment today. I wore a shirt with my back out. Let me see if I can show you there. You can see the backless shirt. See, I don't have, my whole back is out. And for the first time in ever, I was not conscious of it, which is weird because coming from being so big, you know, I was always just very conscious about my body. So every time I wore shorts, something sleeveless, anything showing skin pretty much past my elbow or past my calf, was kind of like it was kind of a nervous thing. I don't really like to show too much skin. I still kind of carried some of that with me. But today I had my whole back out and I never once even thought about it. And that's never happened to me before. So I think I'm finally getting to the point where I'm kind of not hating what I see in the mirror, not really nitpicking at my body. And I really do have bodybuilding to thank for that. And this entire journey has grown me in so many ways. And this is just one example of how much I've grown. And it continues to grow me and continues to make me better. And it makes me think about all the, you know, the early mornings and the gross food and the sore muscles. It's just totally worth it to be able to feel good about yourself. Not to the point yet where I could put on shorts and be okay, but you know, back it's a start. You know, I thought it was pretty good. It was like pretty big moment for me. My fat girl syndrome is something that I'm working on. Seeing as how in August I'm going to be on the stage in dental floss, right, under a bunch of lights. It was just good to just not think about, oh, my back is out. Is my roll showing? Am I jiggling? Is it okay? Or, you know, having to feel like I have to go check in the mirror every 10 minutes. It's just big. It was good. They don't tell you this stuff. Today at work is free pizza for everybody day. And for me. You hear that? That's excitement over pizza that I don't get to eat. Look at this.
Why you showing me pictures of your camera?
You gotta send him the request right now. I just took it in the city.
Empty boxes and full stomachs. See that? One slice left. That was supposed to be my slice. I had to physically remove myself from the building, the whole building. I had to go take a walk, change into my walking clothes, change into my workout clothes. I had to go take a walk because I can smell it. The pizza smells so good and I'm hungry. It wasn't good. I wouldn't have liked it. It was horrible. Thank you for your kind words. Morning. I look a mess. 4:30. Early. Got to get this cardio in because that's just life, and I'm not allowed to be tired because I took yesterday off. I didn't do anything yesterday, so I gotta get in here and act like I do this for a living. One of my supplements rolled into my peanut butter. It just pissed me off. I hate when my food touches. That's nasty. So I went to Starbucks and I got my usual. I usually get an Americano, but my good neighbor Vamika here suggested, what is it? Sugar-free French vanilla. And it's so good. Oh my God, I had no idea. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it is delicious. She really, really put me on. Oh my God, so good. Amazing. So I'm going to meet a friend for dinner, and I'm on my last keto day. I mean, I'm on 3 keto day, 1 carb day rotation. So I'm on my last keto day, of course, of all days. And one thing postponing this show has done is it is also postponed by motivation. So I'm hungry and I will be out. No, I'm really hoping that I'll be able to hold it together. I looked at the menu and I saw a salmon salad that I can get, but the hummus looked amazing. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be good. So I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna eat my salmon salad and I'm gonna go home and have my shake and my peanut butter and I'm gonna go to bed. That is my story and I'm sticking to it. I just got done with my dinner date. I'm waiting on the train right now, but I give myself a B for the night. So I had my salmon salad, I did, and I had some seltzer water, but I did have a little bit of that hummus. Couldn't stay away, but I didn't have the chips, so I had hummus with some celery. So I give myself a B. At least I didn't fail. This is how I gotta eat when I live in a 1-bedroom and I get up early and my fiance is still asleep. I gotta eat in the dark, like a troll. 6:30 and I'm rushing, trying to hurry up and get to the gym because I'm going to have to be home before 7:30. So running. It's 6:30 in the morning. Oh. So I just bulldozed through my workout. It's just a hot mess. I left my keys at work, my house keys at work. So my fiance had to let me in. And so Bob let me in the house last night. So I need his keys to get to the gym, you know, to lock up and get to the gym this morning. He has to leave by 7:30. So I'm rushing back. It's like 7:27. I'll make him late. I'm rushing back to the house. Got in like a 45-minute workout. I just showed y'all what it was like to rush through a workout, okay? It's called supersets. Get in and get out. But I still didn't feel like it was enough. So I'm gonna go back to the gym on my lunch break and do a couple more supersets. Just because I feel like it just wasn't enough. I got done on my second and I was just getting warmed up and it was already time to go. But, you know, today is a typical hot mess Leah day. It ain't always smooth. If I didn't push through times like this when it wasn't smooth, I'll never make it, man. I'm telling you, I'm out of breath. Trying to hurry to get back to this house before he calls me. So I'll catch y'all, try to get some good shots in on my lunch hour to show you kind of how I finish up my workout. Ted was nice enough to make my salmon this morning, but none of my food is portioned out. You see I got all this junk going on, trying to portion out food because none of my stuff is prepared, and this is the type of thing that makes me late. The bodybuilding gods are punishing me for that hummus I ate last night. That's what I get. So it's like super early, like 3 something in the morning. Oh, my legs. But of course, I'm at the gym. I should just get a cot here, seriously. But I did want to kind of talk a little bit about how I'm feeling. Because, you know, these last, I think it's 3 weeks, I've been really struggling with trying, you know, to get my motivation back. And it's been really rough because, you know, I had the June 24th date, just kind of tunnel visioned in my head, but now it's not happening. So, you know, I've been kind of lackadaisical about it, and I have good days, some days where I'm like, oh, I'm motivated, you know, and that maybe lasts a day or two, and then other days, most days, I'm just like, okay, you know, kind of just going through the motions. My diet, not really following it as strictly as I should. It's not been too bad, you know, but it's not good. I've been snacking here and there, and, well, you know, I can have some hummus or, you know, just eating some trail mix, you know, and having some cream in my coffee, just having a little bit of fun, kind of loosening the belt. But I think I put on a little bit of body fat, and it's not much. I'll show you here. So it's not much, but it's enough to make me feel some sort of way. Last night, I kind of had a moment because, you know, I had that hot mess day, and I was just like, you know, the show that I was going to do is 3 weeks away. It's 3 weeks away. So, and I just don't want to feel like shit on that day. You know, I just don't want to feel like, I don't know, I don't want to feel like bad about it. I want to feel like I'm postponing the show, you know, but right now I feel like I'm not doing a show. But I am pretty grateful, though, that I have this kind of ability to pump on the brakes, you know, and just cut it off right away and kind of reel myself back in. And that just comes from falling off the bandwagon all the time. Like I mean, 230 pounds did not start on January, 2011 and come all the way to today. I mean, it started in January and it stopped in March and it started back up in May. I mean, it was just this ongoing thing, but it was practice, I think, for, failing all those times in the beginning. Or not failing, but kind of falling off the bandwagon all those times in the beginning, and being relentless was practice for these moments, because now I don't need my coach to tell me, like, what are you doing? You putting on body fat. I know, because I was like, well, you're not following the diet plan and you're not pushing it in the gym like you're supposed to. So, the progress is going to slow. And that feeling just really sucks. But that was a little bit of a rant. But now I have to go and do this cardio. I was going to do some sprints, but my legs are super sore. I almost fell out the bed this morning. So I'm just going to do my regular, walking on a hill, maybe some intervals, and for an hour, start my day at 3-something in the morning. When you got a corporate meeting, but you still got to go to the gym after work. Check out the shoes. I'm a mix of corporate and gym. My neighbor Vanika, but I'm at my work meeting that's about to start, so I don't have much time. But it's an all-day thing. I'm gonna be here all day, so I was really worried about what I was gonna do for food, because obviously I can't eat anything ever. Like, there's breakfast right now, and there's none for me. There's never any for me. But anyway, the director of operations was kind enough to order cod for lunch. That's so sweet of her. So now I can actually eat instead of watching other people eat and taking tuna out of my bag, because I brought some tuna and some peanut butter. I was just gonna, shovel it in my mouth real quick. But I actually get to have some cod, so I'm really excited about that. Yay! Somebody cares about my goals. This the girl that was looking out for me.
Oh,
She loves me.
I do cod, because I know cod is life. Okay?
Cod is life. It's body goals.
Body goals.
Body goals.
Girl, I got your back.
She got my back.
Back.
Love it. We got a 15-minute break, so I'm sneaking some tuna. It stinks. So I'm gonna hide back here and eat it. I'm gonna grab a mint here for my tuna breath. I got my peanut butter. So we had a 15-minute break. I had a pack of tuna and this peanut butter that I'm just gonna kind of eyeball 2 tablespoons of. Cod and my salad. And an avocado. It's not even off plan. I'm so excited. And there's water. There was no water earlier. So I took some tea water and put it in this cup. And I was just waiting for it to cool down. But now there's real water. I successfully got through my all-day meeting and did not have too much of a problem with my diet. I do have a little bit of a headache because I didn't drink as much water as I should have. It's about 3 o'clock and I usually drink at least, it's really loud in here, sorry. But I usually drink at least a gallon by now. So I got a little bit of a headache because I haven't drank as much water as I should. And I'm a little low on calories, but I was able to get it to go. I have some cod and some chicken in here and a salad. This is just to give you an example of, what it's kind of like in the day of a life, trying to piece things together. And sometimes being relentless is not necessarily like this go hard or go home serious thing. I got guest stars today, okay? Guest appearances. You know, they love the camera. All right. These are all those loud people that were in the background. But anyway, it's not like this go hard or go home thing. Sometimes being relentless just means being a little bit creative, you know, and just kind of having fun with it and, you know, just living the life with this as a priority. You can still make it. And if you push through days like this, then you'll pretty much be all right. You can push through the bad days. The easy days are easy. And you'll get to your goals, no problem. So now I'm about to run out of here, go back to the real office, print off my certification because I have an interview. Catch you guys later. Sorry about all the noise. Check out this view. I'm a big shot today. Big shot. View from my office. Just kidding. This is the meeting. So I'm home now. We got off a little bit early, and I still have about 30 minutes or so before I have to leave out for my interview. But I did just kind of want to give a rundown of what was going on today. I had a work meeting from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And, you know, this morning I woke up and I told Bob, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do because I usually bring my meals. But, you know, I didn't know if there would be a refrigerator. I didn't know if there would be a microwave. So I didn't want to bring food that would kind of sit and spoil. But, you know, like I mentioned yesterday, you know, I was just kind of done doing little cheats here and there because I put on some body fat. And typically when I'm in my off season or when I'm not training for a show, well, you know, it's my first show, but if I wasn't training for a show, that would be a situation where I would just go ahead and have some fruit and yogurt for breakfast or, you know, just kind of eat whatever they provide and just call it quits. But because I'm really training for the show, you know, you have to be more strict than that. We had a break, you know, like 10-15, you know, I had my tuna packets and then I had some peanut butter. It's not the best combination. It was kind of gross having tuna in your mouth and then eating some peanut butter after, but, you know, we was like kind of like, well, what am I going to do? You know, and I just really wanted to use this moment. And I got lucky with the cod, which was great. But when you have situations like this, I think that it's best to always think, okay, well, what can I do? Like I already know that my typical bringing 4 pieces of frozen cod and bringing a bag of broccoli and bringing all the food that I need and my condiments and my measuring my spoons. I just knew that just wasn't possible for today. I think if you have that mindset, what can I do? You get kind of creative. And to me, it's kind of fun because, you know, it sounds crazy, but it is kind of fun because, you know, you're like, well, you come up with some crazy shit. And then you have fun stories to tell. Like, remember that time when I had that meeting and I was pulling tuna out of my bag and then I took some of this and I just put some peppers on it and I was just eating that in the car? Like, it becomes like funny. It becomes part of your stories. That's the meat of your journey, is that little stuff right there. Because if every day went perfect, you'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I woke up every day and I ate my food every day and I never had a craving and it was great. And now I'm fabulous and I got abs. But it's not really interesting that way. If this meeting had happened, you know, 4 days ago, I probably would have just went ahead and been like, oh, I'll just eat a bagel. Like there's nothing else for me to do. But there was something else for me to do. I just had to have that mentality. I'm having a little fun with it. Like, yeah, this peanut butter is nasty. After eating cod, but it was pretty funny because I was like, this is crazy. Like eating peanut butter and cod, and it's kind of gross, but it was kind of funny at the same time. I don't know. It's not that serious sometimes. Sometimes, you know, you have your hot mess days. You saw my hot mess day yesterday. Today was not really that much of a hot mess, but this is definitely a week that I'm just kind of making it. It's a week where nothing's really going as planned, and I'm getting monkey wrenches thrown at me, but I'm dodging them bad boys. You know, that's what you got to do. When the monkey wrenches come, you got to get out the way. You know, I don't have time. I got body goals. Off to my interview. And then the week is done and the week is won. So the moral of this week's story is press on. Press on, little engine. Press on. And you will make it to your goals. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next week.